What is going on, dear tech lovers? Welcome to my channel. My name is Christian, and today I'm going to have a look at my Samsung Galaxy smartwatch. This is the smaller version with the 42mm diameter. This is the R810, and I have this smartwatch for around half a year right now, and I'm wearing it very regularly, but not as much as I would like to. And the reason being is the battery life. But stick around for this video and you will get all the pros and cons and my review and yeah, some specs about it. So let's get right into the video. Alright, kicking off with a few specifications so that you guys know what I'm actually talking about. So this smartwatch is from Samsung. It costs around 300 euros. It has a 1.2 inch big display. The display is 360 with 360 in resolution. Down is this OLED, of course, touchscreen. The storage, the internal storage is 4 GB. It has 800 megabytes of RAM, which is enough for a smartwatch. Then the processor inside is from Samsung. It's Exynos 9110, and I gotta say the processor is pretty decent, but we will get into that a bit later. Then it comes with Bluetooth, it comes with WLAN, and it also features NFC, so you're basically covered no matter what you planned on doing with your smartwatch. So there's that. It also, as we talk about navigation, it features two satellite types, which is the basic GPS and then the GLONASS. So don't expect too precise measurements as it comes to GPS tracking, because it only features those two. And the really high-end GPS trackers feature three satellites, which then work together on 3 axes to get you a more precise information where you're actually located right now. Alright, and then the compatibility, it goes with Android 5.0 and iOS 9.0, which is decent. Like I'm not quite sure if anyone with an older Android device than Android 5.0 or iOS 9.0 would even want to use a smartwatch. Right, now let's get into the design. So this smartwatch weighs a bit, yeah, but it is nothing bad. So if you are considering buying yourself a Samsung Galaxy watch like I did, stick around for this video and I will get you covered with my experience with it and the pros and the cons and basically everything you need so you don't make a misbuy. Yeah. So starting off with the design, I went for the black version, which I think is the more prettier one. So you basically have the body, which looks very decent. Right, so we have this lunette. The display is very beautiful though, but I mean, you expect a great display for a 300 euro smartwatch. Then we have two buttons on the right side. And on the left side we have the audio output. On the back you have 4 sensors which are meant for the heart monitoring, or basically just measuring your pulse, which is pretty precise though, but it has some downsides, especially when we talk about battery life, but we'll get into that a bit later. Then the straps are made out of like silicone, and they are very comfortable because they have a bit of room to play around. I normally don't like watches with leather straps because you basically don't have so much freedom of really nicely tightening them around your hand. So that's that. So I love this. Overall, the build quality it feels very good. So if you're looking for a watch that is capable of doing both, being sportive, so being able to accompany you when you go out for sport, for a run, for a swim or anything. And by the way, you can go swimming with this watch. It is waterproof. And if you're also taking a look and wanting a smartwatch that is pretty elegant. So if you get yourself kind of like a elegant type of watch face, then you can also just take this watch like everywhere, you know. It is a smartwatch, it has very large possibilities, and Samsung has made it great because with the 2 Samsung apps that I'm going to show you just in a minute, you can customize this app to a maximum. Like you can do basically everything you want on the smartwatch, and this is also one of the reasons why I have bought it back then. So that's that. So as it comes to design, it is a very nice watch, but you'd expect this from a watch that costs €300. So yeah. And also a plus point, you can easily take off the straps. You have this little hinge right here, and if you press in the hinge, you need a bit of a fine tune right here. So you press in this hinge and then you take the strap off, and you can basically make it modular. Like you can buy yourself other straps and just do whatever style you want to do with the watch. So that's a great feature. I mean, most smartwatches have it right now. So it's nothing new that Samsung built in, but it's still a great feature. I haven't used it too much because I really love the standard straps. So let's get moving on with the applications and what the smartwatch is actually capable of. Alright, so I just set things up that you guys can see what the watch actually does. So again, you have this turning mechanism on the watch, which is very good. You can completely navigate just with this mechanism, which is a cool thing. Like for example, in winter when you don't necessarily want to just take your gloves off, you can just navigate through your watch just with this. So that's a great thing. Starting off, this is your starting screen, which is obviously your clock. You can actually set this to whatever you want. It has a few pre-installed, but you can add more with the app. For example, this one. You can actually customize it to the maximum. Like you can display whatever you want. If you go to the left, you get your notification. So if you got, I don't know, an email or an SMS or someone called you and you missed that, it is going to show up here. But keep in mind, this does only work if the watch is connected via Bluetooth with your phone. So yeah, this watch has not the possibility of getting it with a SIM card, so that you can actually have internet on it, and just that it is completely autonomous, so that you don't need any other device, but you actually need to connect it with your phone. Then if we go to the right, you have your applications, and I do need to admit, if you want a smartwatch that is capable of doing everything you dream of, the Samsung watch is going to do that. I mean, you have your settings, which is pretty basic, like everything, like the display, the brightness, and yeah, just a ton of stuff. Then you can get yourself a ton of apps out of the App Store. So let's start at the first page. You have your phone, your contacts, Samsung Health, you have your store, your settings, you have, I don't know, a reminder, music, a gallery, weather, an alarm, an international clock, a calendar, the barometer and the height measurement, you have news, you have a calculator. Like you can even watch YouTube on this smartwatch, and you can download yourself some mini games like I did, because I wanted to have some like tic-tac-toe or snake or other mini games. And you also have a measurement for velocity. So if you're, I don't know, if you're driving and you activate this, it's going to show you how fast you're driving, which is a cool thing if you keep in mind that this is just the watch you're wearing on your hand. But yeah, I also downloaded this. This is basically just making the screen very bright. This is kind of like a flashlight. I mean, it is not a flashlight, but it did help me out in a few situations where I just needed light and I just had the clock, I mean the watch. Yeah, just a few games. You can even have street view, you can navigate with it. Like I said, you can do a lot of crazy stuff with this. Just for you guys to know, the buttons on the side, the down one is the home button, the up one is the back button. So this is for navigation. Then you have your whole sports activities. You can change this up like to whatever you want. I mean, I can just delete that and add another one. So the pre-installed ones are enough for everyone, like even the biggest sport enthusiast. I mean, like Pilates or I don't know. And you can basically just yeah, you can just select them, go into back, and then just activate the program, which is going to tell you what you need to do. And yeah, it's just a crazy amount of stuff you can do with this watch. Then you have the measurement display. This is how high you are, well, how high you are, and this is the barometer, which is going to show you the air pressure. This is like your daily check up. You can actually set this up like if you want to do like 2 hours a day sports, if you want to move in total 6 hours a day, and if you want to burn 500 kilocalories a day, you can just set this up and it's going to fill within the day, and it's going to tell you whether or not you have accomplished your goal or not. So it's a fun, there are a lot of fun little apps that you can use to make your life easier. Your music player, your contacts, and if you want to just quickly train, like if you're just out and running a bit, you just activate this and then you're about, and the watch is going to activate the running. You can also add whatever you want, like calendar, alarm, contact apps. Like there's a lot of customization options, and the watch is pretty clever. For example, if you are not, do not need to activate sports program, it is going to measure how fast you go or how high your heart rate is, and with those data it is going to make a conclusion whether or not you are running or moving, or if you are training right now or just sitting. If you want, you can also set it up that it is going to alarm you when you're sitting more than, I don't know, 6 hours or something like that. So it's a crazy amount of customization in this app. The way you can customize this is with your phone. Let me just quickly get my phone out. So you just have your phone. Obviously you need to be connected with the watch. Let me just do that quickly. Let me just zoom out a bit so you guys can see this better. Alright, so right now I'm just connected. Now, where the hell is the Galaxy app? I've got so much shit on my phone. Yeah, like Galaxy Wearable. So this is the app from Samsung. Over here you can customize your watch face. So you have a bunch of watch faces. You can customize, you can select what watch face you want on your phone, and it's going to apply to your smartwatch, which is very cool. Like if I just changed it to this and just going to home. No, I don't want to train, thank you a lot. Yeah, I can just change this up and it's going to apply with a bit of a time off. Over here is going to tell you what the battery is, how much time you have left, if you're connected, what apps, what widgets. So with this app you can actually do a ton of shit with it. With this you also have the Samsung Health app, which is also being connected with your smartwatch, so you're basically infinitely connected with everything. So that's that. But if you guys decide to buy this smartwatch, you will just play around and you get to figure everything out. Right, so now that you guys have quite an idea of what this watch is capable of, I want to talk about my experience with it. So first, when I bought this, the first few days I was really confused. Like there was a ton of stuff to connect, there was a ton of stuff to set up, like you had millions of setting options. So it is a watch with very many possibilities. So it actually, you shouldn't be wondering yourself if you buy this watch and if you are like completely blown off what you need to set up and how you need to connect it. But that's just the first days. If you get into it, it is a very nice watch. It is very, very nice to wear. Like I really love wearing this watch instead of the normal elegant watches that you have, because it is way more comfortable. But of course, also this watch has downsides. and the main downside for me is the battery life. I don't know how big the battery is, but to be honest, they say it holds you up a week. But if you have the display on normal, not even on always awake, and if you're not using the watch as often, I'm getting like 3 to maximum 4 days of battery life with this watch. So that's a thing that really annoys me, and I don't know, afterwards I maybe it may be better for me to have bought the bigger version of the watch. So if you are looking around for a Samsung smartwatch and you do not want to get the active ones, but really the normal smartwatch which are also capable of being very elegant, you should think first what you will need from them as soon as it comes to battery life. If you need more than 1 week of battery life, you need to go with the bigger version. But if you're okay with recharging this thing every 3 or 4 days, you should take the smaller version. It is lighter, it has the same possibilities. So yeah, and I think that this black finish just looks awesome. But it really annoys me right now that I have to recharge the watch every 3 days. But I mean, the charging device looks like this. This is a wireless charger. You just plug it in and then you basically just let the watch rest on here, and it also is magnetical, so it does hold the watch a bit in position, and it takes around 4 to 6 hours to completely charge. So I'm okay with that. It is not that bad that I say I'm just going to return the watch or sell the watch. It is a very nice watch, but I do want to warn you guys from the battery life, because it is a pretty small battery, and you will not get a lot of battery life from that. Even if you are in energy saving mode and the always awake function is off, you're not going to get somehow between a week. Like if you get over a week with this watch, I'm really decent. That's a decent time. And yeah guys, so if you have any questions, just feel free to comment under this video. I'm going to answer every comment, every question from you, and yeah, I hope this video has helped you. And yeah, stay healthy guys, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if it helped you. It would help me a lot. So yeah, and thanks for watching people. So peace out.